There's a vital human desire to discover and explore other planets like Earth, so the pseudonym of candidate Earth-like planets is fitting. As of July 2017, there are 3,500 confirmed exoplanets, with the tally of Earth-like candidates just under 300. Once the French dream of groups like SETI, the 21st century has seen world-shattering literally progress towards the ultimate goal of confirming the existence of another rocky planet hospitable to human life. We know their distances from Earth, the respective masses, we've come close to determining the surface temperature, and even used cutting-edge chemistry to interpolate their elemental composition and age. Before diving in, it's worth noting we've yet to find a ride capable of transporting us hundreds of light-years through interstellar space, sans the decades if not centuries-long transit. Nevertheless, finding an extrasolar home away from home has become one of the most popular scientific fields in the world. The first exoplanet in stellar orbit was discovered in 1995. And there seems to be no end to the dozens of Earth-like exoplanets discovered over the years since NASA's Kepler program began in 2009. Indeed, a collaboration between the European Southern Observatory and NASA led to the discovery of TRAPPIST-1, a star system hosting an astonishing 7 Earth-size exoplanets. In order to qualify for the coveted habitable list, these planets have to be located within the habitable zone, the differential diameter around a star wherein the range of surface temperatures allow liquid water to subsist. So without further delay, here are some of the closest candidates for humanity's next home. Gliese 667cc discovered in 2011. Source image Wikimedia Commons. Gliese 667cc is an exoplanet of the red dwarf star called Gliese 667c at 23.62 light-years away. It can be found in the Scorpius constellation, and was found to have a mass that is over 3.5 times that of Earth. It was found to be over 2 billion years old, with a surface temperature of 277 K 4.3 Celsius. Since it's tidally locked, one side of Gliese 667cc receives no sunlight, while the other lives in permanent day under its parent star, Gliese 667c. According to NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, the exoplanet receives 90% of the energy from its star compared to what Earth gets from the Sun, making it theoretically suitable for human life, although not enough is known about its atmosphere to be certain. With more mass, the gravitational pull is 60% higher than on Earth, plus a thick atmosphere, causing atmospheric pressure to be several hundred times greater. But could there be life? According to the Institute of Theoretical Astrophysics at the University of Oslo, only species that tolerate extreme conditions like the tardigrade could survive. Kepler 22b discovered in 2011. Source image NASA Ames JPL Caltech 620 light-years away. Kepler 22b orbits the habitable zone of the Kepler 22 system, a star system that shares a lot of similarities with ours. It has an orbital period of 290 days, and a surface temperature of 12 C, assuming it has no atmosphere. The radius is 2.4 times that of Earth, but its composition is still unknown. Kepler 186f discovered in 2014. Image source NASA Amateur Caltech. NASA's Kepler Space Telescope discovered its first Earth-size planet in the habitable zone of another star in 2014. Unlike the other planets, exoplanets and stars, Kepler 186f is roughly the same size as Earth, only about 10% larger, although its exact composition and mass are not yet known. It is 558 light-years away in the constellation Cygnus and has an orbital length of 130 days. It only receives 1/3 of the energy from its star than what Earth receives from the Sun, making it considerably colder. Kepler 452b discovered in 2015. Image source NASA Amateur Caltech. It orbits its host star in 385 days, is 60% bigger than Earth, often dubbed super-Earth, and receives roughly the same amount of energy from its star compared to Earth and the Sun. But considering its age estimated at 13 billion years older than the Sun, its surface temperature is assumed to be too high for human habitation. As for the possibility of surface-dwelling life, John Jenkins, Kepler data analysis lead at NASA's Ames Research Center, says it's awe-inspiring to consider that this planet has spent 6 billion years in the habitable zone of its star, longer than Earth. that substantial opportunity for life to arise should all the necessary ingredients and conditions for life exist on this planet. The TRAPPIST-1 system, discovered in 2017, image source NASA Caltech. It's only 40 light-years away, but the exoplanet system called TRAPPIST-1 remains a pretty big mystery. NASA's Spitzer Space Telescope made the announcement in February of 2017, stating that they have found the most Earth-size planets, 7 to be precise, orbiting a single star to have ever been discovered. They are all within the habitable zone of the TRAPPIST-1 star, allowing for the existence of liquid water. Although the densities remain unknown, these exoplanets are so close to each other that, with feet firmly planted on one of the surfaces, you might see geographical features of a neighboring planet simply by looking up at the sky. However, all the TRAPPIST-1's planets are tidally locked, creating weather systems and temperature fluctuations very difficult, if not impossible, to live in. Proxima Centauri, be discovered in 2016, image source ESOM. Core mass are roughly the size of Earth and only 4 light-years away. There's still much to learn about Proxima Centauri b, a new planet orbiting one of 3 stars that make up the greater Proxima Centauri system. At 1.3 times the mass of Earth, Proxima b's year lasts a mere 11 Earth days. Since its atmosphere is still unknown, we don't know if it can have liquid water. But its exceptional status as the closest Earth-like planet remains for now unchallenged. The more to come. Image source Gabriel Perez SMMIC. In June 0f 2017, NASA's Kepler Space Telescope team officially added another 219 newly discovered planets to its catalog, 10 of which were found within the habitable zone. About 50 of them are about the size of Earth, substantially extending the list of potentially habitable exoplanets. One of these 10 potentially habitable planets is a super-Earth that orbits around GJ 625, a red dwarf 21 light-years away. GJ 625b mass is 2.82 times Earth's. Though the surface is likely Earth-like and rocky, we've yet to gather the sufficient data to determine its status on this growing list of candidates for extraterrestrial life.